guys, we're back. What we're going to be doing is an exciting day because we're going to get ready to pull the motor and transmission. So first things first, we're going to get the fluid drained, coolant, oil, and transmission fluid. After that, we'll go through some of the wiring, make sure that we have all that disconnected. Then we'll get the drive shaft out, and then I'm debating on whether I'm going to pull the engine and trans together or if I'm going to do them separately. So we'll take that one step at a time, and we'll see what happens when we get there. So let's get going. Cooling system's out, transmission is drained, drive shaft is out. I only have about half an hour left out here tonight, so I'm going to start working on just some electrical connections, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. Alrighty, I did not feel bad about pulling on this passenger side fender. I'm not worried about bending it or flexing it because upon further inspection, this is pretty much gone. There's not a lot here. This could be repairable. We'll see. Probably could be repairable. This is so thin and brittle. That's not going to be usable. And honestly, I've kind of toyed with the idea of just taking them out altogether. So, core support. This side looks good. It'll clean up well. Over here, though, not so good. So either way, I'm probably going to need a new one of these. Didn't want to have to need a new one of those, but that is what it is. I definitely have the mounting bushings somewhere. I got them when I did the cab mounting. So, got to find those, but now we're pretty good to go to get everything pulled out of here. All I've got to do left is drain the oil, loosen up the trans cross member, and then once I get the hood off with some help, we're good to go. During my beer break, there are two things that I forgot needs to be disconnected. First one is power steering pump, which I took off camera. Just wanted to get it done and didn't think to put the camera on for that. The other is the tachometer. So that's still in the back of the transmission. I noticed that when I was undoing the transmission mounting bolt. So we'll get that done next. After this, of course. And then we will get going. Start getting this motor up. So I got to figure out where I'm going to bolt into the block to set up the hoist. But we'll figure it out. Okay, it's about that time that we're going to pull the engine. Got to get the chain hooked up. So what I did, got grade 8 bolts, 2-inch. They are 3/8, 16 thread pitch. We're going to go right here. And then on the other side, we're going to do one of those two depending on where the chain lines up. So here we go. Motor and trans are out. So gathering our thoughts in terms of what happens next. Obviously get everything cleaned up. There's still some teardown that needs to continue. These fenders, or inner fenders, are going to have to come out. Looking at it, the wiring in this truck is really, really bad, at least in the engine compartment here. So more than likely I'm going to have to rewire the entire truck. Beyond that, just start getting things cleaned up. Once we get that done, we'll get the fenders off as well. Eventually we're going to take the cab off because there's a bunch of bodywork that needs to happen there. And then once that happens, then it's suspension. So I don't know what order all that's going to happen in. You saw the list, there's a shit ton of stuff to do. We'll just take it one step at a time and we'll get it knocked out little by little. So stay tuned, we'll keep going. I'm going to try and bring you a video every week or two. No promises there, but I'll get out here when I can, and we'll keep it going. So, see you later. Thanks.